Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 162 of the GenGaming podcast. I'm your host, as always. I am Tyler. Joining me, as most of the time, we have inside joke Justin returning. What's up, bro?
Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
That's good.
How you doing?
Good.
How you doing?
Good. Now the formalities are out of the way. Jack, the Jack of Hearts is also here.
Hey.
What's up, bro? Both returned from last week. Okay.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting. No, last week in particular. I wasn't on last week because of the fact that I had to build up something for my brother. You know, I had to build a freaking TV stand, plus set up a new TV, plus everything. But it all worked out in the end for me, as I basically had to switch my TV with his and stuff because he wanted a headphone jack. So yeah, it took like about 4 or 5 hours. It got so late and stuff where I looked at my clock, it was almost about midnight. I'm like, oh crap. Yeah, these guys are not going to like this. But yet, I'm here now.
That's good. I'm glad you're here. That'd be weird if you weren't here and we were still talking to you.
Yes, it would.
The chloroform is taking in full flight.
But no, really. Justin.
How's it going?
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good.
I don't know if you have anything more to add on to that. Just kind of oddly skipped over your intro.
It's been like, I'm doing good though, especially now that I'm here.
Yeah.
I was so glad to be. I wasn't going to be here originally,
yeah.
And I had to work mandatory overtime, and I got off a little early.
Yeah,
and I'm glad to be here. Sounds very boring. Sorry about that.
No, you're right. That's right. That's the one constant on the show is boring.
Yes.
No. So we are going to delay the. We said last week we'd do the best of list. We're actually going to delay that 1 week because Justin had to work overtime. He told us a couple days in advance. It's like, I will delay it, and then literally within 30 seconds of it, like Justin's like, "Hey,
I'm here.
I could be on the show tonight if we start a little later." And I'm like, "Cool." And then Jake's like, "I can't be on the show tonight." So
thank God it's not the countdown.
Yeah,
he said.
That's the exact quote, actually. So we are going to delay the show. So we thought we were going to do it for about 30 seconds there, and then we end up not going to be able to do it tonight. So we will guarantee. I'm not going to guarantee next week will happen, but the next episode, as long as there are 3 podcast hosts on the show, we will do the episode. The best of. We'll start the episode. The best of countdown list.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully all 4 of us. Yeah, hopefully all 4 of us can be there. But shit might happen. But we will do the best to make sure all 4 of us here, because our lists are all done. We're ready to go.
Oh yeah.
So it's just we're locked, cocked, and loaded. But no, we'll do it next week. But it works out though, because there's actually shit to talk about this week. Some nice news come out in fucking July. I guess maybe August by the time you hear this.
It's starting to come and trickle out, people.
Yeah, we're getting close to that time of year when video games and shit's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I guess with that, actually, we'll start with the news. We'll go to what we've been playing at the end.
Sure.
So we're gonna start off with the big thing of the week. Eurogamer released some sounds like pretty good sources. A lot of rumors, a lot of speculation on the what the NX might be. A few highlights. It's going to be the hybrid of the portable and home console like we thought it would be. It's been out there for a long time, so not really new news, but it sounds like it's more true than ever. I think this is new. The controllers will be on. So there'll be a handheld that docks, that'll hook up to your TV, but the handheld will have 2 controllers that detach from to become your home console controller. It'd be a cartridge-based system, maybe more like what the 3DS and DS is and was. No backwards compatibility with the Wii U. No, maybe with 3DS. Who knows?
Yeah.
They use the same stuff. And at one point in time, Nintendo was going to make this a digital-only console, but eventually decided against doing so. So a lot of big stuff coming out. There's some more things in there I might have missed, but those are kind of the key things that popped out. I'm kind of curious what you guys think. Well, I'm going to start with Jack, actually. So what do you think of this from what you heard?
Honestly, I wasn't really that much surprised in terms of like what the rumors pertained to. For one, I thought initially when the first rumors started going out for like the whole like portable aspect of it, it's like, hey, okay, that seems kind of cool. I mean, Nintendo's done more favorably in the handheld market than they've done inside the console business for the past like a little bit before like when the Wii started, but the Wii is like the anomaly and stuff when it comes to the game sales and stuff for consoles. But personally, I kind of think that it holds a little bit more validity because these rumors, in and of itself, it's getting like, I mean, there's just a whole bunch of sources, like rumor-wise, that have just been telling about the same informations about the NX being this hybrid console, like portable type of thing. What kind of surprised me, though, was the whole aspect of the controller things, like breaking it apart and like using it, like the certain types of parts of it as a controller for when it's hooked on to like the TV or whatever the hell it is. But I'm not too surprised about the backwards compatibility because what kind of tipped me off for that is when they decided to announce the Nintendo Mini, the NES Mini and stuff like that. Now, the NES Mini, in my honest opinion, was a surprise, but honestly, it just more or less kind of fueled more to my point a couple weeks ago where it's like, I feel like the NX is not going to have like backwards compatibility to like, say, disc-based games, or even like the Wii U or like stuff like that. I think Nintendo is going to do what they're going to do best, to just maybe package it sort of like how they are going to do with the NES Mini, present that to the retailer market, which is a smart business strategy, honestly. Because people have already bought their copies. They've already bought like their old games multiple times throughout the past 10 years, digitally or whenever. But other than that, though, I just can't wait to see what we hear more so in like September when it comes to actual news announcements and stuff. Because there's the rumor that Nintendo may be having an event in September to try to just blow out this whole NX stuff. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I think about it.
Okay, I'll jump in here. Personally, I think that this rumor, or the series of rumors here, kind of came from one rumor, but, like,
yeah.
I think a lot of the stuff is pretty close to factual.
Mm-hmm.
Because whenever a rumor has risen in the past, they got, like, a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Nintendo will flat out come out and say, no, it's not true.
Yeah.
And if it's something that they don't care about, or something that is true, they usually don't comment on it.
Yeah, that's what their business quote.
They normally don't comment on rules. Like, they don't generally comment on, like, news and speculation stuff, but to outward and just say, claim some, like, no, like that, that's just kind of out of their norm.
They have, though, recently. Someone actually, like, I think it was, like, 8 months ago, they were saying, like, Android is going to be the operating system.
Yeah.
They, like, immediately came out and said, no.
Yeah,
that's not true.
That's right, I forgot about that.
Like, so this is a good sign that, like, a lot of this is true. And I think it's, like you're saying, it's not very surprising. I can't wait for, like, the official reveal. I think this is a very wise decision. Especially for, like, Nintendo. Because, they're really the only ones that have, like, a big handheld market. And I've always had a home console.
Yeah.
And to combine them, and to combine their resources,
mm-hmm.
instead of, splitting those in half, and worrying about schedules of the 3DS and the Wii U. No, it's just one now. We don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah.
And we can scale the price of the games to the, what they judge how much this game should cost.
Right.
Yeah.
It will make a much more scalable price. There's a lot of things about this I actually love. Just the concept picture and stuff, and the idea of hooking up to the TV. There's still a lot of things I'm very curious about. Like, I'll probably stand alone here, but I hope Nintendo does not have a $60 subscription fee for online. The things that I gain from it, for me, aren't worth it.
Yeah.
But for the PS4, I do have to use it, so I will buy it because I have to use it to play online at all. I hope they don't do that, but I also hope that they do some things like people like that is done in PS4, and the Xbox 360 and everything that's done for a long time. Because Wii U does have voice chat, but they do not have voice chat outside of games.
No, party chat.
Party chat.
It didn't have the traditional party chat.
That would be nice. To me, it makes no difference on my bearing.
Yeah.
But I understand why they say they're behind in that, but to me, it's worth the trade-off for me playing online without actually having to pay for it. I can talk to friends any other way possible. It's not a big deal for me, but I'm not going to say that a lot of people don't feel differently about that.
What it kind of sounds like...
I kind of hope that they don't have a subscription.
What it kind of sounds like to me...
Hope they stick to that.
More friendly. I was just thinking about it just a little bit here, but the NX, the whole portable thing with the whole things with the dock and stuff like that, it just feels like to me, in concept, sort of like a mix between how the PlayStation TV has their own things to play, their separate Vita games and stuff, and this and that. But with your Vita as well, it's just what I mean by that is how with the Wii U's gamepad and stuff like that, you can play games without the TV and on or anything else like that. But
it's the opposite of the Wii U.
It's just exactly the opposite of the Wii U right here.
It's a portable first.
Yeah, it's a portable first, which, you know what, I'm not against it. For example, it's I more so drift towards handheld games traditionally now than I did when doing portable, console stuff, because that's just how my life has just been rolling. Whenever I'm on, doing tasks or something like that, or even at work, on my breaks, I pop out a handheld, I start playing a little bit of games for my break, and then I turn it off, go back to work, do this and that. It just feels like it's more, this whole concept of this console is more aimed towards someone like me who works 40 hours a week, who barely gets enough time to sit in front of the TV and play a game for a couple hours, but I can still play little bits and chunks of games or something on the go if I have to go be somewhere or do this or do that. But I'll tell you, one of the favorite rumors that I've heard about this console is the whole return back to cartridges in sort of a traditional sense, because, hell, you know what? I kind of like the idea of having my game boot up faster and being able to play it faster without having a lot of, load times.
Makes it cheaper, too, not having a drive on it.
Yeah, and also, if it's going to be handheld first, I think the visual fidelity of it's not going to be, as, say, high-end, say, how... Well, in terms of, high-definition sort of graphics, in traditional sense, say, to PS4 or Xbox One, but at the same time, it's going to be good enough to where it's okay, this game looks great on the TV and stuff, and it also looks fantastic on the fucking handheld here.
You know what? I think it's going to look as good and better. I honestly think that the dock you plug into will be interchangeable.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
That'll be how they upgrade it. That'll be how you upgrade it to a 4K TV. That'll be how you upgrade it to... And, every game will, kind of change depending on which hookup you have.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as Scorpio and Neo. But instead of buying a whole console, there's one little piece you have to buy. So it makes it a little easier for people to, jump into that.
Yeah.
You don't have to have that expensive piece. I'm not saying that the original one doesn't come with one that hooks up to the TV, but I think it will.
Yeah.
But if you want to upgrade, you don't have to buy a whole new, the main piece.
You want to buy a new console, essentially.
You don't have to buy the console. Exactly.
Yeah.
The console is going to be where you put the handheld thing is going to be where you put the games in.
I almost feel last generation where it came with, the old, red, was it red, white, and yellow cords, but if you wanted to get HD, you had to buy the HD stuff separately. cord, kind of like you know what I mean?
Kind of like that, but like instead of that, like it's gonna be HDMI. I think it was like a 4K HDMI thing too.
Mm.
But like just saying, if they even go that route at all, I don't know for sure. But like if they do, like it'll be as easy as taking out a chunk of, kind of like look at the N64, taking out a piece and sticking another piece in there that you bought, and that makes it look better. I don't know if Nintendo would do that because they're very like, we want everyone to have the same experience and be fair across the board. And that's not They've usually been like that.
The power's not a Nintendo thing, so that's been.
But would that be a way to kind of fight with that though? I think it'd be an easy way to do it for them. Yeah, but I agree with you. Like that wouldn't be their main focus is the power.
No.
It'd be like, hopefully the battery life. I'm very curious with the battery life.
That's the biggest thing. That's kind of going off these rumors. That's kind of one of the bigger things that people are wondering about is like from cross border. Everybody's talking about is like how's the battery life going to be in this one. For me though, everything when I first started hearing about this, wasn't a big fan of the hybrid. I just couldn't figure out how it was going to work.
Yeah.
But now we like get some more details, and obviously it's all rumor, speculation, whatever. I like the idea. I think it's a cool thing, and especially from just looking at it from a fan and a business perspective, it's probably the best move because they're dominating the handheld there's really no competition.
Yeah.
Vita, it is what it is at this point. But it's a dying market, so they're the king of a dying market. So really, you're king of nothing at this point. Like it still sells very well. 3DS does, but
and that market's the biggest in Japan.
Yeah, but it's definitely though like in the biggest market, United States, as far as game sales go, it's kind of, and even in Japan, it's dwindling.
Maybe not the biggest in Japan compared to the United States, but in Japan, it's the biggest compared to their home consoles there. Home consoles, I mean.
But like
that's what I meant to say.
Home consoles have definitely, their sales have dropped quite a bit there.
Yeah, in Japan. It's pretty bad.
I
think the PS4 just now got to the Wii U sales.
Oh, yeah.
Or like it just passed them. That's crazy.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen the breakdown.
I mean, compared to here.
Countries. Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Just now?
And like the Xbox One does like that thing. The Xbox 360 I think didn't even sell 1 million copies.
No,
or 1 million
I'm not
consoles
sure,
in
but
Japan.
I know it wasn't much.
It was a bomb.
I watched the numbers like Xbox One, PS4, Wii U, 3DS sales.
I didn't see the breakdowns by country. I just
yeah.
But yeah, I mean it's a dying market. So and I mean the home console market for the Nintendo is outside of the Wii. They've been last place.
Unfortunately,
for the last 3 or 4 generations. Really haven't been the king since Super Nintendo. So it's a smart move. Like take the best of what you do for both and make them one. They also don't have to buy multiple consoles, or buy 2 of them. And I like it from the idea of just that, like, for one, like I'm not a big handheld gamer anymore. Like when I was a kid, it was great. Like I up until the last.
I'm much less too. Now that I drive, I used to. Whenever someone was driving, I'd play.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now it's like I'm driving, I can't play.
Yeah, and like I don't take when I did take the bus to work and stuff, it was a 6-7 minute bus ride, so I wasn't gonna have time to game. I don't have time to work even on my breaks. I got like 10 minutes on break. Like you don't have time. There's no real time to play a game or anything. So for me, like I don't play handheld. Like I'll do it from time to time, but normally like if I'm playing a handheld game, I usually got something on the background. I'll just have like something like I talked about last year. I went through SteamWorld Heist, but I had Making a Murderer in the background, and that's how I watched that show while playing this game. So like that's kind of
became like a secondary multitasking device.
Yeah, like
I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah,
my legs just fell asleep. Oh, I should probably get up now. I've been here for an hour and a half.
I don't do that. That's you. That's just
I've
you,
never
Justin.
done that either.
Shut up, Justin. I've been there while you've done
kids
it.
That's what the bathroom going. Can I use the potty now?
Yeah, actually, that's happened.
But yeah,
family time.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's cool. It's definitely the next step with the Wii U. I think.
Yeah.
It's almost like that was like kind of like let's see how this works,
and
then like let's go from there. And in theory, the Wii U sounded really is kind of a cool thing.
I still think it's awesome.
Yeah, but I mean, from like just kind of
But business-wise,
from what
not
they thought it
awesome.
was going to be, it sounds
No.
cool in theory, but for it turned out to be, it was
Like-
not what they hoped. But I mean, I think the marketing was a
Real
big
quick
issue.
to add what you're saying. One thing about the Wii U that I completely love that you can never do with another console besides a handheld is go to work with a Wii U in your backpack. You have the backpack in there. You got the cord hanging out. You stick it into the wall. You can play any Wii U game, every Wii U game, just with the gamepad right there, like it's a handheld.
True. Yeah.
Like that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's a weird little thing that like no one probably. Some people do it probably somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But, like that is fucking awesome. You don't even need a TV.
Yeah.
That's cool. And this is like the next step. Like this is like you said. Like that was like a step into that direction.
Yeah. I don't know. The only thing that kind of really thinking more into it, like, is the controller thing. Like, what's that controller gonna? If it comes out the side, how is it? So it's got to be wireless to work, because otherwise you're gonna have cords like.
Oh yeah.
In your that's gonna.
That is interesting to think about.
So
I kind of assumed that it was wireless without even thinking about it. But you're right.
Yeah,
How does that work?
I just mean, like, is there a cord hooking it to the handheld part? It's got. I mean, that's what I'm wondering. I mean, I'm wondering. I don't know. I think there's a lot of questions with this, but just that's the one thing I'm stuck on with that.
I have heard that those details with the controllers detaching and reattaching, a lot of that's been assumed. They're not exactly sure about this.
Yeah, no, but just kind of going up. I'm just going up with what this article is
for
saying.
sure.
Yeah.
It is interesting to think about. That's a good point.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm hung up on, is just trying to figure out that controller
how like does it charge up? Does it have its own battery source?
It
There's so many things
does.
I don't know.
I mean, come on.
It's going to be interesting. Well, yeah.
And
well, let's think about it though, Jack. You say that, but when there's two pieces hooked to the side of a thing, like what does one side have a battery and the other side, like when you hook them together?
The only thing I can think of is that that's why I was thinking maybe there's a cord to it, because then you plug the handheld part into the wall like you would your 3DS, and it charges the controllers and the console, the handheld portion that way.
Yeah, I mean it's weird.
I don't know. And my concern is, are we looking at like the Wiimote, like the hand, like the Wiimote and what's the nunchuck? I'm like, are we looking at that coming back? Because I'm not a fan of that. If it's gonna be two part, like do you? I would hope it. I just want it to be if the controller. I just want like a gamepad thing then. That also kind of works.
It looks just like a gamepad.
If it's a gamepad and you can dock it and it turns, and you play it on your TV at the same time, I'm cool with that. I'd almost rather have that.
Maybe docking it. Maybe when you dock it, you don't have to hook it to the thing. Maybe like it does it wirelessly.
I'm thinking
probably.
It connects to it.
I'm thinking that.
But you can charge it up too, like the Wii U gamepad on its own.
Maybe the dock is a charger too.
Probably.
But you play it on the dock then? That'd be weird.
Be done. I mean, you plug the dock into the wall.
I guess we don't know what the dock is, do we?
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's like something you stick in like a stand.
Yeah.
You're right. I don't know.
I mean, there's a million ways you can go with this, but going back to the article, though, I mean, I think it's a cool thing. We talked about early in the week when the news first came out. Like, I am past the point of like I have zero hype or excitement for this. I just want to know what the fuck it is.
I want to know what the fuck the games are for it.
Yeah, that's another argument. Like,
oh yeah,
we don't like other than Breath of the Wild and the Dragon Quest games, and then a couple like the dancing game by Ubisoft.
And we know that
probably maybe Pikmin 4.
Pikmin 4. Miyamoto said that he wanted to launch the next system
Robot?
with Mario, but I can't see that happening at the same time.
That's overkill.
That would be. It's either Zelda's going to be delayed till holiday, because they haven't said when Zelda's coming. They never have said that.
They said March.
They said March.
They said it would launch with the console.
It would launch with the NX console.
They said will also come on. Oh, did they say it?
Yeah,
Yes.
it was going to be a launch with the console.
Oh, okay, all right.
God, Justin, shut the fuck up.
Mario will come out in the holiday then. If it actually comes out in March, I'm talking about the console and Zelda.
My thing is, I would rather hey, we have 8 games at launch or whatever, like 30 games at launch. The day it comes out,
they will.
Great. I'd rather have like 30 games, like 5, like instead of having 5 really good games in the first day or whatever. Spread that shit out.
You mean like their first party stuff?
Yeah, I'm talking about their.
Oh yeah,
I'm just saying. Well, I'm saying in general though. Like
I think they'll have quite a few third parties.
What if they have Pikmin 4, Zelda,
I think they'll have
and
a
Mario?
few.
I'm just worried that they're gonna have like. I know this won't happen, but hypothetically, they have Pikmin, a new Mario, and Zelda on day one.
that could either be bad or really
I think
awesome.
that'd be bad.
Because they combine both their stuff, and then they can make more Marios and stuff.
What the fuck am I going to play in 6 months?
Well, here's what I'm thinking. What's going to
No, yeah, I don't think those. They will not. They will not.
I know what happened, but I really want, like, you look at, like, the Wii, and especially the Wii U, and even the 3DS. The thing launched, it had some big games when it launched, but there was nothing. It was a wasteland for those things for a long time. I mean, really, the Wii U was like
that's where the whole famous thing. Sorry,
please understand.
Please understand came from because that.
Because like what you had like
that's where that came from.
The console launched in November, and then you didn't have another game to play until like August with Pikmin 3, I think. So you're talking 9 months, 10 months. Yeah, so I mean that's a big thing I think, and that, every console goes through that. We talk PS4, Xbox One, they all go through it. I think that's something. I hope. I mean, but Nintendo cannot afford for that to happen either. I mean, right now they are the most fragile of the big three console makers. The most
because that's all they do.
Yeah, I mean,
they make video games.
Yeah, and I mean, well, it's Sony though. It's their
they're moving towards that, but like
that's their biggest thing though too. 78% of the profits came from
PlayStation. It's definitely turned into that.
Yeah,
that's literally Nintendo.
But they're doing better than anybody right now by a large margin. But
yeah,
my thing is though, just kind of looking more into this NX thing. I don't really know what the conversation would be, but and I talked about it before, like who is this marketing to? Like, I feel like this is the best case scenario. Like, this is you get the handheld people out there, but like,
I think this is.
But like, you look at like the hardcore, like just kind of going over all the general audiences. Like, the hardcore people, they already have a PS4 and Xbox One. They're not going to buy a Wii U. They didn't buy the Wii U. Hardcore gamers they didn't buy the Wii U. You got the PC gamers out there. They don't buy consoles. You got the casual market. They got phones now. They don't buy consoles anymore. Like the casual market's not really a thing so much anymore. Now that phones are out, because the Wii was that for a while, then the Kinect kind of that, and then phones took that over, so they're gonna play phone games. I just don't know outside of
the Wii was much more than that, but
I mean that was a big thing though. It was like $200. It was cheap as hell, and Wii Sports was a huge phenomenon.
It was marketed very well.
Yeah,
incredibly marketed. Like that's the difference between the Wii U and the Wii to me.
Yeah, I disagree because
it was more expensive.
The motion controller.
It was $100 more than the Wii was when it came out. That was a huge problem.
$200. It was $400, wasn't it?
$350.
But this wasn't the 32 gig 400. Oh, okay, so I was wrong. So $100 more. You're right. Okay. Well, no, my thing was like with the Wii though. That was the motion controls.
Mm-hmm.
That was huge, and then Wii Sports. You know, the Wii U also wasn't. I don't think it was a
virtual console, and there's a lot of things they sold with that, like changing.
But just how easy it was to pick up and play, though. That was the key in the price.
Totally.
And
I think this is going to be. I think they're going to try to go after the same thing.
I think they will. I just don't. A lot of people, especially the big gamers, though, they've lost a lot of faith. I think in Nintendo, and I'm just kind of curious. Like,
I haven't.
Why? Yeah, I know, but we're that audience. We're the hardcore audience that's going to buy this stuff.
You said big gamers.
I'm saying what's good. Like they cannot survive off us.
No,
and Nintendo realizes that too, which is why they've delved into markets like, say, the mobile market, and being as successful as Pokemon Go has been. I mean, hell, have you thought of it this way though? That maybe the NX console is trying to appeal to more or less us, like, say, in terms of hardcore gaming wise, even though it's a kind of weird way to try to appeal to us. And on the opposite ends, we got the mobile market in terms of the iPod with the mobile games, like, say, the Miitomos, the Pokemon Go's, the future Fire Emblem mobile thing, which is going to be probably launching this time soon. And on top of that, for the old nostalgia people who haven't been inside gaming for a long time, the NES Mini and other retro consoles may potentially be one of the other things that tackle other corners of the market.
I don't feel like that's going to help the NX, though. I think that'll only hurt the NX.
Yeah, I can see that. But at the same time, I agree with you when you were saying that the NX possibly is going to have like maybe 30 games, maybe at launch. And depending upon what, I think over half of them is going to be like, remasters of Wii U ports.
No, I know that. I know 20 of the... On this 30 games was the first thing that popped in, because that's always a big... That's always like 20, 30 games or whatever. You know, like that's always going to be ports. Every console has ports.
I'm saying Nintendo has never done that before, really.
With what?
They did like 1 or 2 games. A lot of these NX games are going to be Wii U games. Like, not the ones that the new ones are going to keep trying to
Oh,
show
yeah.
you, but they're going to definitely bring Splatoon, Super Smash Bros. That you already have. They're going to bring it to the NX.
Yeah, I mean,
Mario Kart 8 possibly. I don't know about Mario Kart 8 though. I don't think they'll bring that.
Yeah, I mean, but that's why every console has like ports of like older games. Like the Wii U had Mass Effect 3, Assassin's Creed,
yeah, third party stuff.
Batman.
But
that's what
Nintendo's
it's going to be.
First party stuff though, they've never really done that before.
No,
I think they're going to this time because there's a lot of great games that a lot of people have not played.
I guess the closest
they want
you
to
can
flaunt
get
those
Twilight
games.
Princess is the closest you can get to that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like 1 or 2 games.
Yeah.
And Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. That's
Really the only 2.
Yeah.
Besides virtual console stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm rooting for it because I want Nintendo to be around. I want them to do well. I wish for them to succeed. I'm just kind of I just don't know where they're gonna. I think they'll get a good chunk of the handheld people, maybe even more. I mean, this is probably
I think they'll get all the handheld people, no problem.
Maybe not right away, but eventually. I think the first Pokemon game that comes to the NX will be big for them.
Yeah, there's a reason Sun and Moon looks just like X and Y. Kind of.
Yeah, well, and X and Y was
just visually.
Yeah, and X and Y was a big reason why the 3DS blew up when it did. That was kind of like, I mean, there was other games before that, but that was like the one that blew it up.
Oh yeah, it was a big.
So I don't think it'll be right away.
First Pokemon game with 3DS, wasn't it?
Yeah,
X and Y.
And it would totally change the game too, just from first time. In,
I'm not like dissing on.
Well, I know
Sun and Moon. Because I can't really talk about that. I haven't played one forever.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be a success right away though.
No.
I think it's gonna take something like it's gonna take some. And we were talking about this before the show. Justin and I were though. I'm like, what's gonna happen to those smaller 3DS titles? Like, are they gonna go away? Is that gonna be a thing? Like a Link Between Worlds. Would that happen? Those kind of like those.
I think more will happen.
I hope so. I don't want those to go away. Some of those smaller Nintendo games and handheld games are like my favorite games they've made in the last decade.
Oh yeah,
especially this last generation with 3DS. I think if I was making a 3DS Wii U top 10 list, I'd probably have just as many 3DS games as I would Wii U games.
Which
or smaller games like Captain Toad.
Which kind of kind of makes me think also when the Wii U does eventually go and the NX releases and stuff like that, we should definitely do a top list for the Wii U and possibly for the 3DS as well, since
though that could be our next games of generation list because we excluded Wii U and 3DS games off that list.
That's very true.
So we'll have to exclude NX games off that list. We'll be PS4, Xbox One, Wii U, and 3DS and Vita.
Yep.
Yes, excluded Vita. Well, before we move on, anybody have anything you want to add before we go?
Nope.
Touch on next thing.
I cannot wait to see how they try to market this thing.
True.
Yeah.
Like Tyler, I understand what you're saying about who's this for. I think people that I know that do not have a Wii U, they had a Wii, they love Nintendo games. I have a feeling that they'll get this, especially if the price is right and they understand what it is.
Yeah,
and it's
I don't think they understood what the Wii U was.
Price because that's the. Yeah.
I don't think I even have a Wii U. They've played it. They don't get it.
Let me ask you guys something.
Still,
yeah, console-wise, generally consoles, gaming consoles, they go for what $300-$400 or something like that. But if it's a handheld, however, if it's going to be portioned like a handheld, you would think that it's probably going to be somewhere around the same pricing as say like a new handheld system would be for. So,
$250,
maybe $200 to $250. Yeah, that's a sweet spot.
$200 and $300.
I'd say it's going to be probably $250.
I hope it's lower. I think it'll be $250.
It's more than $300
because it won't be that. It won't reach that. Like a lot of people can afford this thing if it's $300.
Yeah, and that's what we're talking about the Wii.
And Nintendo wants that.
That was a huge it was so $200. I mean, it's a decent chunk of money, but it's so affordable.
Which one?
The Wii.
Oh yeah,
that was if that thing was $400, I don't think it wouldn't have been what it was. It $250?
$250 when it launched.
But I mean, if it was $400. It was $200 or $250. Either way.
Yeah.
If it was $400, that thing would not have been what it was.
Well, let's see. The 3DS and the Vita were both priced around $250 when they also released too.
3DS didn't sell until they dropped the thing.
$250.
Then a year later, they had to drop the price down to $200 and stuff like that, and the whole ambassador program came along. But
I think the Wii U is still more expensive than they wanted it to be at the beginning.
Yep.
Because that's the gamepad.
All the stuff that goes along with that.
Yeah. And another thing, real quick, before we move on, when do you think they'll announce it?
I do think it'll be September.
Yeah.
I think it'll be like around the... What's the Japanese?
Tokyo Game Show is September 15th.
I think it will be before that.
That's what I was... Yeah, okay.
Not too far before. But I think they will have it there.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since it's Japan.
You took the fucking
focus.
My idea. What do you think, Jack?
Give me a second. I actually want to check the month of September for a second.
Okay.
Cool.
It is a month in the year. It's the 9th one, actually.
My second daughter is due in that month.
Yep. There's 30 days.
My dad's birthday is in September.
I'm going to go on a limb, and I'm going to say September 11th. On a Sunday.
They could do it. They did it with Mario Maker, and everyone made a big deal about it.
Yeah. That'd be funny. Just be ironic.
Or just be like...
That's a Sunday. No.
Yeah, it is a Sunday.
September 15th is on a Friday. Is it? Okay, yeah. Sunday.
Oh, is it Friday?
September 15th, the Tokyo Game Show is on a Friday. Well, I think it might be... I don't know. Japan time is weird.
I agree with Justin, which I feel it's going to be announced possibly before Tokyo Game Show, and they're probably going to be at Tokyo Game Show presenting the game in of itself, the console, the this, the that. But as far as the announcements go, if it's rumored for September, this is probably around the times where they're probably going to surprise somebody. So I'm going to say September 11th, the Sunday.
Okay.
Back to the Sunday.
It's bigger than Sunday.
The old Sundays.
So for me, I had the same idea Justin did. That I look at what PS4 did and Xbox One did, what they had with those two. They announced them beforehand. They showed them off beforehand, and then they did the big thing at E3. So that's what I was thinking. Like maybe a week beforehand, they show it off, or they at least give us an idea, show us the console, maybe tell us the idea of it, and then on Tokyo Game Show they give us
some
Yeah.
games that could be coming.
Yeah,
like
and then Tokyo Game Show, they show us everything, kind of like that. And the thing is, I don't think a lot of people have thought about is they kind of have to do it soon. First off, this shit's leaking like crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you want to do
leaking multiple.
Yeah, there's leaks everywhere.
Yeah, multiple.
They need fucking Mario to get there and start fixing some fucking leaks.
Yeah.
Second off, the Neo. There's talks that thing might come out this fall. I think you want to show this off before the Neo comes.
Oh no shit!
Because then undoubtedly people are going to be comparing these two. So you want to show this off before and give it its own time to shine before the Neo comes out there and people are trying to compare those two things.
If it has,
even though they might be two different things, it's going to happen.
Here's the thing: if the Neo was showed off and stuff, and it has like a couple games or something that's interesting, the whole VR shit, and then you have the NX here, which is cheaper than the Neo, has a lot of name recognizable games at launch. We'll go ahead and with the whole aspect, people will be wanting to save up and get the freaking NX before they get the Neo, if that is going to be along their lines,
Especially if you already have a PS4.
Yeah.
I think, I think that if the Neo's shown before, it's only going to hurt the NX. Just like I said,
thought about that.
It's just people are going to try to compare the two things, even though they're going to be two different things. I mean, the PlayStation is bigger than Nintendo at this point, undoubtedly. So, especially if there's a PlayStation new console, and I'm using quotations when I do that, will be bigger than a Nintendo new console potentially. So the Neo could be more than what we thought it would be, especially with the VR stuff.
Especially since they waited until after Xbox One talked about Scorpio.
Yeah. And that could be coming out this fall, so that might hurt. That can hurt too. But yeah, I feel like I agree with you. I think maybe even sooner. They almost might have to do it. Maybe Tokyo Game Show was when they show everything, but they might have to do it sooner. The way things are coming out now, with the patents, the rumors, the leaks, especially with the Eurogamer
kind of like the
thing.
new 3DS reveal.
Yeah.
Kind of like they show it and they.
Yeah, and then they did the same thing last year with Tokyo Game Show or 2 years ago with the new 3DS.
Yeah, you're right.
So, yeah, that's kind of. I think we're all kind of in agreement then.
Just ready. We're ready.
Yeah,
to see what's up.
Maybe it might be better to do it in the next few weeks.
That'd be cool with that. I can't wait.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. But moving on to a couple other things to talk about real quick before we go into what we've been playing. So the free games for Xbox One or Xbox and PlayStation have been announced. First off, we'll do games with gold for Xbox. For Xbox One, if you are Xbox Live Gold member, you will get Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate For Xbox One, that's free from August 1st to the 31st. WWE 2K16 will be free for Xbox One from the 16th of August through September 15th.
Nice.
Spelunky for Xbox 360 will be out the 1st through the 15th. And then Beyond Good and Evil HD 16th to the 31st of August. And then for PlayStation, you will get, these are all month, the first Tuesday of the month through the last Monday of the month. You will get Tricky Towers for PS4. It is a Tetris-like game. Rebel Galaxy, those are both for PS4. That is, I believe it's a 2D side-scroller game. Could be wrong.
Tricky Towers reminds me of Jenga mixed with Tetris.
I saw some gameplay on it.
Interesting.
But the Rebel Galaxy, I heard on another show, another podcast, it's like Firefly, the video game. So I am definitely checking that shit out.
That's all. You're all into that.
Oh, I'm telling you, all you gotta do is say Firefly, and I'm in. For PS3, you'll get Yakuza 5 and Retrograde, and then for Vita, Patapon 3, Patapon, and then Ultratron will be the other Vita game.
Patapon, Ultratron.
Pretty decent list, I gotta say. Like for both, I think there's some. The big one, obviously, for at least Jack and I guess not Jack because he's on Xbox One.
2K16.
WWE 2K16. I'm excited for that. There's been a few times I've been tempted the last couple of years to buy a WWE game. Trigger. Nah, I
already got it.
So I'll just wait it out, I guess, and check it out. And I don't know. I haven't played one in like 4 or 5 years, so I'm interested to see how those games play nowadays. What about you guys? Anything?
Is Warriors Orochi? Is that one of like the Warriors games?
I think it's like the Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah,
games.
Like Hyrule Warriors people that made it.
I think so.
Interesting.
Yeah. So.
Huh. I never played another one. Like I always see the covers of.
Played them on PS2 back in the day. I didn't like them. So.
Yeah.
I don't
know. Shoot. One of those Vita games is also on PS4, I think.
Maybe Ultratron.
Maybe Ultratron.
Patapon is a handheld. That was a big PSP game back in the day. What about you, Jack?
Really, I'm not really as interested in some of the free games that are coming this month. I mean, hey, WWE 2K16 is a game that I would be interested in, but at the same time, 2K17 does come out in, like, October? So yeah. I'm not really going to be interested in playing that. I mean, I haven't played a wrestling game of that since, like, 2K14, which I platinumed that game. So, yeah. Not too interested.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just interested because I haven't played one in a long time.
Yeah.
Last one I played was on the N64.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
Back in the good old days.
I think it's Raw, maybe?
Raw was on Xbox.
Okay.
Maybe Warzone.
Probably,
it might have been WWE. Yeah, Warzone probably.
Awesome. Awesome.
One thing before we jump into what we've been playing.
Yeah.
I thought about this a few weeks ago, and I figured this is perfect. Jake's not here, so this would not really involve him at all. Question I have for you guys.
Yes.
Okay. Justin's got a weird look on his face.
Yes.
I was thinking about this like lately. I'm just like, this is so stupid. Why did I do this?
No.
Amiibo. If someone right now walked up to you with a check for the exact pennies, it's up to the penny that you spent on these, not what they're worth, but the amount you spent on these things, to the penny, in exchange for these, would you do it now? Like looking at it now. And Justin, you got like what? You got like 60, 70? Because I got 40 and you got way more than I do.
I thought about this off and on in my head since I started getting them. No.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
If
$10 more though.
It's like I spent $575.
No, I spent more money than 2 Wii U's, I think, on Amiibo figures.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So you would keep them?
I think I would, just because like the original ones and kind of made changes to some of the older ones.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of glad that I got them.
Okay.
And I'm still going to complete my
Smash Brothers
set. That's the only one I'm really worried about.
It's like 52 now, I guess.
Something like that. And they still have a couple to release.
Yeah, 3 more to go.
Yeah.
Cloud, Bayonetta, and the other guy from Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
Corrin?
Yeah.
Corrin, yeah, something like that. What about you, Jack? I don't know. How many do you have?
Oh, well, let's see. 1, 2, I think I have like around 15. So no, I wouldn't really go forth and exchange them for their actual amounts and stuff like that, because I like having them for display on my bookcase, because it just shows how much of a fan I am of the Nintendo games in and of itself. Plus, it's cool to have a little figure here of Charizard on your book stand, or a little plush Yoshi here or there. It's just, it just represents bits of parts of my gaming past too, because it's oh look, I got all the little Zelda figures and stuff from Smash, plus the one from Twilight Princess remake. Oh look, I got a Kirby and a Pikachu, and I also got a Charizard, and even the Mario Brothers and Mega Man. It's just awesome.
That's where they're gonna get me, is with the Zelda characters.
Yeah,
I want to have to get everyone.
Because those things are going to be $25 a piece. So for me, I kind of did the math a little bit. I know Justin bought a few.
I don't even want to think about it.
Justin bought a few for me. I'm kind of figuring out, because I got the Yoshi, Mega Yarn Yoshi.
Yeah.
That was $50. I bought Gold Mario for $20 in Japan.
Oh yeah.
And then the Yoshi Yarn ones, those are $18 a piece. Give or take a few bucks. It's $550 I spent on these.
Oh wow!
And
I don't even want to know what I spent.
So Justin, like I said, Justin probably got close to twice as many as I do. I would. Someone came, it's $550. You can even take the whole shelf they're on. I don't fucking care. Take them. I would do it. I would. I feel like they're cool to look at.
I would, depending on my situation, but now I'm okay with them.
I mean, I'm not even.
I don't need those. I don't need anything.
Not like I need the money. But
I'm not saying that though.
Yeah, but they're cool to look at and stuff. Every now and again, I'm yeah, it's cool to have, but it's I'm just fucking why? Especially.
And you said that before you started getting them too.
Yeah, I know. And then Justin gave me Luigi, and it went down.
I feel bad now. It's like drugs. Man.
Yeah, well, it was.
The first couple were free.
Then I was when I was working a lot of hours. I had more money than sense at the beginning of the year because I was working so much. I had a lot of overtime, so I bought probably 25 at the beginning in the first 4 months of the year. Yeah, I don't know. I would. There's if I was given the option to keep a few, I would. I'd like to definitely keep Mega Yarn Yoshi. My Pokemon ones I'd keep. I think that's I think it's cool because I have all the Pokemon ones. But there's probably, if I can nickel and dime, pick the ones I want to get rid of, I'd probably get rid of half of them.
Yeah.
Because some of them I just bought on a whim.
Yeah.
I got the Animal Crossing set because they're on sale for $20. Oh, you like Animal Crossing? I got Ryu up there.
Oh yeah.
Why the fuck do I have Ryu?
Well, Ryu's pretty cool looking.
No, he's not.
He's an awesome one.
He's lame.
I didn't know you had Ryu. That's cool.
I have that. There's I don't know. There's just I would get rid of the oddball ones.
Greninja's awesome.
Greninja's fucking sweet.
Yeah,
Greninja. He might be the best. Yeah, there's a couple.
So smooth.
There's just so many
graphite.
What if you could just get rid of the oddball ones you bought from
Oh yeah, I have lots of doubles from different series, Mario ones especially.
Yeah, Mario. I got 3 Marios. I don't even have all the Marios.
Yeah, I love the blocky Marios.
Gosh, I'm the only one who actually has a single
Mario.
set of each figure. I mean, gosh,
Yeah,
I have a lot.
Yeah, Justin does.
And I stopped.
You
Animal
bought the
Crossing
Kirby ones, didn't you?
Animal Crossing was the cutoff. I got the chicks, the Squid Sisters. I got the Squid Sisters. That's the last ones I bought. And they're beautiful.
You didn't buy the black Squid Boy? You racist?
No, because I already have this other Squid Boys.
You just
colors don't mean anything.
You just go to Justin's house and open his door. All these amiibo just flock out of his fucking door.
They're all packed up in diaper boxes.
You should have seen the shelf before he moved. It was quite impressive.
It's like an episode of Hoarding Buried Alive.
You should have seen the woman's eyes when I said, "Oh yeah, we got to pack these up."
Justin didn't even think about the fact that we needed to pack them individually.
We have 70 of them.
It took 8 Sunday papers to wrap them.
Oh yeah, her eyes got big and she looked pissed. This is my friend's girlfriend, by the way.
Yeah, she was pretty pissed.
She looked pretty mad, but she did a good job.
She did.
She did a good job there.
I mean, because if I would have been packing them, I would have put them in my pocket at the same time.
Wrap this shit up.
I'm missing the balloon fight.
There's a balloon fight.
That's probably what Justin said.
This is a game on Nintendo. I think it's somewhere in my house. I got everything packed up. That's another thing I've been doing. Real quick.
It's probably the NES game.
I packed up all my old game systems. They're all in tubs, labeled, stacked up downstairs. You can grab one. You got everything that ever had anything to do with that game that I own. Oh, that system. All in there.
Someone came up with a check right now.
Dude, go down there sometime. It's kind of impressed me. Because there's so many different systems.
Impressed or depressed?
Depressed and impressed. First you're impressed and you're really depressed.
I didn't know which one you said. I was actually, honestly, I was going to be a douche. I was honestly asking.
But yeah, it's going on. You're trying to move on from there.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
You were saying. What have you been playing?
Dude, we got plenty of time, dude. I'm not even worried about time this week. The thing starts over tomorrow. So I'm gonna go shit.
Oh, nice.
We got 140 megabytes to kill. We can talk for 3 more hours. Might be okay. We can start pounding it if we want to. No, we can't.
Oh God.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and jump.
Video.
Let's go ahead and jump on what we've been playing. Sorry, I was looking at the thing.
What's Jake been playing?
What's Jake been playing?
Nothing. He's checking his list. It's like he's been playing a whole bunch of Hulu.
Yeah, Hulu. No, he doesn't play video games when he goes to the gym now.
Bra.
Yep, bra.
He's been playing Meat Sausage.
I don't know what that means. That's awesome.
He's been playing Meat Sausage at the gym. He's been working on those pectorals and stuff with the Muscle Hero. Then all of a sudden he's going down with the fucking oh god, with suplex marching band, you know.
I honestly thought at first he was talking about Pokemon Go. He's been turning into a gym bra, working out at the gym.
Maybe he's doing both.
I thought he was working out his Pokemon.
Maybe the gym is a gym.
I really thought he was working out his Pokemon. That's what I thought.
I think it's both.
Is it both?
Maybe this gym is a Pokemon gym.
Meat Sausage.
I was gonna say GTL, Gym Tan Laundry, but whatever.
Gym Tan Laundry.
Anyways, what we've been playing. I'm gonna start with Jack.
All right. The past couple weeks have been an interesting experience in my gaming life as I've delved more into playing my PlayStation Vita. Oh man, I finished Killzone Mercenaries, the whole campaign, and I gotta admit, the game's pretty damn fun. For shooter-wise, like I said before, the game in and of itself, it plays great. It looks really good on the handheld. I mean, I'm quite surprised at how detailed the game looks, in the little minute little details here and there. Story-wise, it's sort of like an average first-person shooter, but at the same time, the game is really replayable. I may go back and play a little bit more of it, a bit later at times, though, but overall, the game is really fun. I love that. But let me tell you something. Even though I finished Killzone Mercenaries really fast and stuff, the next game I actually took a full week and actually played. I played a bit of the game Taco Master.
Oh shit!
That just sounds awesome.
It was only about $3 on the PlayStation Network, and I've heard good things about Taco Master. It's constantly got a 4 or 5 star rating on the PSN.
Greg Miller's Game of the Year so far.
Yeah, and what's kind of funny is I decided to go forth and try it myself. So I downloaded the game, on an off chance. I had a little bit of money left from the flash sale from PSN. I decided, okay, let's go ahead and buy this. And about a week or two later, I played through this game and I have the fucking platinum for it. I'm like, where the fuck did this get this? What the hell happened here? I basically made tacos, and basically what it is, it's just a game. It's more structured like a mobile game where you're quintessentially making tacos. You're just going forth. It's all touchscreen based.
Is it cooking? Is like Cooking Mama basically with tacos?
I never played a Cooking Mama game, so.
What about beer tapping? Who beer tapping?
So basically what you have to do is you have to take these little orders and stuff. You have to see what the person wants and stuff for their order. So you dry the tortilla and stuff like that. Then you put the little meats, little vegetables, whatever they want on it. And then you drag the, the
turtle shell.
Oh, okay.
And then what you have to do is you have to drag the thing to the order in of itself. And basically you're trying to do this as fast as you can. So I went through this. It was kind of stupid because I thought it was one of those chintzy flash games and stuff like that. But the gameplay premise is really simple. You're just basically making tacos. You're going forth. You're completing orders, and some of the levels go by fast. But then the difficulty level spikes up tremendously when it goes towards like a little bit halfway.
Lunch rush hour?
It kind of feels like it. But there was a couple separate like career modes and stuff for this game. One is classic career mode, one is like sort of like a hard mode with zombies and stuff like that. You can actually make zombie tacos and stuff, which is...
There's no soft shells?
No, there's no soft shells.
What kind of taco place is this?
Hard shell mode.
Well, let's see. You have the classic and the zombie. You have the Fiesta Mexican, like, festival and stuff. And then, last but not least, you have the whole, like, tropical, like, taco stuff. So you're basically making fish tacos and stuff.
Ooh, that sounds good.
And I gotta admit, I went through and I played through the classic. I played through the Fiesta Mexicana and stuff like that. I went through the tropical one, and I got all the trophies and stuff like that. I was just really surprised. I actually worked hard just trying to get this fucking platinum and stuff, and I didn't expect that, because a lot of the trophies, I had my notifications things turned off, right? And so when I played a bit of the game and I checked out my friggin' trophy count and stuff like that for my trophy menu, it's like, how the fuck did I get 5-10 trophies all of a sudden? Then, once I went through and completed the classic mode, I'm like, okay, I beat this game, I'm not going to go back to it, and then I had a craving to fucking play it during my lunch breaks, and I was like, okay, I see where this is going, game. And sooner or later, it happened. I think it was either last Friday or even on last Saturday, but I finally got the platinum for Taco Master, and I'm thinking, wow, yeah, the game actually kept my attention for that long. That's fucking funny as shit. And speaking of games that have kept my attention for a long time, let's speak about Rogue Legacy for a bit, because I've delved even farther into this game. And I have to admit, dude, this game is really freaking deep. And I'm not talking about in a stereotypical sense and stuff where you're playing a game and a lot of the story things, everything else just grasps you and stuff. I'm talking about in terms of gameplay addictiveness, because if you've ever played a game like Super Metroid, where you're going through bits of the castle, like bits of not the castle, if you're going through like bits of the like the planet, Zebus and stuff like that, and like exploring different parts and scenarios and stuff like that, it's more of akin to a cross between Super Metroid, but also between the game Spelunky, where you're going through, you're getting all this loot and stuff, you're upgrading your stuff bits at a time, which that's Rogue Legacy in and of itself. The whole gimmick of this game is if you die, like your successor, like another member of your family, like takes over and stuff, and they have to traverse the castle and then get little bits in at a time. So it basically is structured so we're like a family tree and stuff. Like you start off with one knight and all of a sudden multitudes. And what's kind of funny is every time you go through and you die and stuff, it goes back to the family tree and you have to pick the next successor, and it chooses from like one of 3 different options, where there are just some hilarious like combinations. The whole thing is you can pick a specific knight, but they'll have their own strengths and weaknesses. Some of them will have blindness. Some of them will have the trait of being gay. Some of them will have like OCD stuff. And oh god,
choose wisely.
And what was kind of funny is you go through. There are some knights that are named like pretty funny. Like there's Sir Dude. There's Sir Lady. There's ladies.
Sir Lady.
There's freaking ladies with beards. There's like. What was really hilarious is there was a knight that I came across that called himself Sir Useless, where he was basically upside down and stuff, had a beard and everything else. He had all these fucking complex shit. I'm like, no, I'm not picking that guy. I'm going here.
Come on. No one ever picks me.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
Another thing you can do in this game is, other than picking the different knights and stuff, you have... What keeps you coming back is upgrading your knight. So this is a sort of a skill tree where it's structured like a castle. So you start off by unlocking the blacksmith and unlocking the spellcaster lady that helps you with the runes, and the architect that helps lock the castle into place so you can traverse the same portion of this castle like multiple times. What you can do is there are little bits from like improving the class of a specific fighter type, like knight type that you can go through. Like you can go through like shinobis, like assassins, like you can go through like archmages and Hokages and all this other shit. So there's a lot of various depth inside this game in of itself. But the whole purpose of going inside this castle, though, is you're trying to break a specific curse placed on your family by, I think, like a wicked knight or something like that. And what you have to do is you have to beat 4 bosses in order to get to the final corridor of the castle, the final boss and stuff. I've only managed to beat 1 boss, and I've spent, I kid you not, I think I've spent over 10 hours in this game.
Wow.
And I've spent over 10 hours in this game. My knight is already above level 60 and stuff, and I've just been doing things at my pace where I'm going through. I've got I've got a rune and stuff that specifically makes enemies 5 levels tougher than they're supposed to, and that's how I'm generating a lot of loot to upgrade my knight. So, man, it just makes me want to try to play it some more because the game is really addicting. It's really impressive the way how this game is more or less inspired by Super Metroid, by Castlevania Symphony of the Night and stuff like that, but at the same time, it's really fresh. It really feels like a new, genuine experience. I mean, the game in of itself, you can play it on the PS4 if you want, you can play it on the PC, through Steam, you can play it on your Vita, and it's just a game where you just take a lot of what you put into it, pretty much, and I am pretty much impressed with it. But other than that, I did go through, and this is kind of funny, this is the second paycheck in a row where it's I've gone through and I've said, okay, I have a lot of finances I gotta pay, but I have a little bit left, I can find some Vita games here. I've actually made it my mission and stuff, every time I've had a paycheck, I'm going to spend maybe a little bit to try to get some Vita games. So, I've been very successful during this paycheck as I got Dragon's Crown, Uncharted Golden Abyss, and today, I got Minecraft for $10.
Oh, wow.
Dude, Minecraft was at sale at my local Walmart. It's only a downloadable voucher, so it's weird. It had a little game case and everything and stuff, sold retail, but it had a fucking game voucher, which is what the fuck? But anyway.
Weird.
But anyway, what's good about this Minecraft thing is I redeemed the game. It's good for getting the Vita version, the PS3 version, and you get...
Cross-buy?
Oh, I'm not too sure. But it also makes it so that the Minecraft version for the PS4... you only pay about $5 to upgrade.
Yep, that's what they did when if you bought it on PS3 or Vita before the PS4 came out. The upgrade to PS4, you only had to pay $5.
I know, but man, I'm gonna have some things to talk about next week too. I'm gonna see if I can actually beat Rogue Legacy within the next week.
Well, you got a few weeks because we're gonna be doing the game of the show. So
yeah.
Our best of game of the show. Best of the list. That's going to take a couple
Favorite
weeks.
games.
Favorite games.
But yeah, guys, that's what I've been playing. Me getting further down the Vita hole.
Cool. Gabe will be on PS I Love You next week, by the way. No. Josie.
Yo.
What have you been playing the last 2 weeks?
Super Crazy Turbo Ultimate Guacamelee Edition.
Oh,
It's actually Guacamelee Super Ultra.
You been playing that on the Wii U or the PS4?
Yes. PS4.
Oh, cool.
I have it on both, but...
Me too. I think we got it from the
PlayStation Plus?
Humble Bundle.
Bundle.
Well,
and then the PS Plus thing, too.
I bought it for $6 a long time ago.
There you go.
Then it was free later on. Whatever.
So what'd you think, Justin?
Okay.
Actually got it on 3DS too.
This game, not to sound like a broken record here, it's very, as the name implies, Super Metroid.
Yeah.
There's Metroid stuff in this game, and it's funny how they joke about it in the game.
Of course.
It's so obvious. It's just a love letter to these old, especially Metroid.
That's what makes it pretty cool, though.
Yeah. No, I love that about it. It's really funny. The art style is really cool. It's side scrolling, the movie Nacho Libre meets Wind Waker.
Huh.
Kind of. Not really.
It's like Call of Duty. It's very realistic.
Yeah.
But not really.
It's the music, everything about it is like, oh, I love this. I love, like, there's like pinatas everywhere. Like, you beat a bunch of guys. There's pinata. And the luchador, like, wrestling is awesome.
Yes.
Like you pick people up and throw them
Oh,
across.
yeah, you
You suplex people, you power
you can jump people up in the air and throw them
shit.
up and like do like, all kinds of crazy combos.
Yep.
Oh yeah, like I actually really love that. And like I said, the music, it's got some really cool atmospheric stuff too. I'm a big fan of atmosphere. Like I like when it's raining in the game.
Me too. Makes it that allows us to survive.
Yeah,
atmosphere, so.
Love that shit. And no, overall, I think this game is awesome. Like I played it like I think 6 times altogether, and I recorded them.
Oh, okay.
Or on Twitch them or whatever. And I think I'm pretty close to the end. And I never was really bored of this game, but I got to a point like I didn't really get any. I don't think I'm gonna get any more power ups.
Okay.
And like I got to this point where like there's these spikes are coming down. It's like one little bitty section. You got to kind of like beat little sections before you go on. I know it sounds like, well, duh, it's like a game. But like you're literally locked into this. Like you're going across and all of a sudden you're locked in.
Yeah.
And you got to fight all these things. And you can't die. And then you can move on. This is every game ever made. Like there's this
I'm
one.
still up here. You're getting
yeah.
section. Move on.
These spikes are coming down. And you got like it seems like they're giving you an unreal amount of enemies to kill before the spikes come down.
Mm.
Like I don't know how someone could do it. Voice is correct.
Puberty's
could do it. Puberty's coming back. Could actually kill these enemies in the allotted time. I tried 5 times, and I can't get past it. And I'm just like kind of like cool. And I don't know if I'm ever gonna play it again. Like I think the game is awesome. Like it just doesn't make me think less of the game. That's the thing. Like I don't run into this much. Usually, I want to beat a game. Like lately, though, I think it's because like it's free, or maybe like PS Plus games. Like I've been finding a lot easier not to finish games
Because there's no,
which kind of is maybe a little bit of a problem.
no financial investment. So you
Yeah.
don't feel like there's a need. Yeah.
But like I feel like I put a lot into this game though. But for some reason, I'm just like that part alone is just like maybe sometime I go back and do it.
Yeah.
But like I feel like I had enough fun with the bosses because they're really fun and interesting. Just I've had enough of this game. Like I think it's a great game. Very
Yeah.
cool. I recommend this game actually, even though I got to that spike part and stopped playing. It's just because like for some reason, sometimes like you get hung up in a game and
It's
maybe you go back in a month. It's like what?
Yeah.
That was easy.
It's more you,
Or
not the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just kind of like so I'm not gonna blame the game. This game's awesome, very cool, and it has surprisingly a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
For what it looks like at first sight.
Yeah. And before we move on, I also played Guacamelee.
You did?
This week?
Yeah, last week.
Okay, so one more thing.
Sorry.
They do such a great job of showing you where to go next.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
With a map and everything. At first, it seems kind of overwhelming. Because it's like, oh,
It's
man.
huge.
Up
but,
and
yeah.
down, everywhere. Oh, God. But it's actually to do a great job.
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh, you're
Go
right.
on.
I didn't mean to cut you off there. I thought you were done.
Damn it.
No, I liked it a lot though too. I definitely enjoyed some of the old, kind of the throwbacks that are the, what's the word? Like, throwback. I don't know.
Nods.
Yeah, nods. There you go. Thank you to some of the old games. Like I love that there's one part where you're getting chased by this giant like dragon or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And you actually got to go touch the like the axe.
Yep.
And it falls to the fire pit, kind of like the Bowser.
Oh,
the
yeah.
original one. That was pretty
Thank
cool.
you. I forgot about that. That was so
pet,
cool.
Yeah, the Alejandro.
Yeah, the pet. I can't remember what it's called.
It was
It's
the
like
original Bowser ending.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I like the weird shaman guy that really turns into a goat.
The goat, yes.
And he gets mad when you
Yes.
break the Super Metroid statues.
Damn it.
Those, those were Super Metroid statues, right?
Yes.
Like almost like
At
Nintendo.
least-
Nintendo probably
Yeah, the Chozo statues.
They're almost identical.
But they call
Yeah.
it the Chuzo
And they're holding
statues.
They're holding the thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
Chuzo.
It's yeah. it's a fun game. Like, especially like being a wrestling fan, it's really cool too. Like, I did not get sick and tired of superplexing people or pallet.
Dude, it just feels satisfying, you know.
Yeah.
Being a big like wrestling fan, all of a sudden it's like, oh hey, I'm doing wrestling moves to this fucking game. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Just suplex the skeleton. This is great.
Yeah, it's cool. I stopped playing it, but for another reason, for like a game I've been playing, and I'll talk about when I get to. Me. But no, I liked it a lot. I'm going to go back to it when I get. I'm
telling you guys, it's a great game.
Sorry,
it is.
No, it's a great game. It's definitely an awesome game. I'm upset.
Well made.
I waited this long to play it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I played another one. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, what is this? Oh, okay. Gauntlet. We got this for free, I believe.
Yeah, a few months
PS
ago.
Plus.
Yeah.
Okay.
December, I think, actually.
At first, I played the first level. Was it Gauntlet? What's the full name? Gauntlet something.
It's just called Gauntlet.
Is this Gauntlet?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a reboot of the series.
Okay. At first glance, this game is cool. Like, I love the old Gauntlet Legends on Nintendo 64?
GameCube.
GameCube?
Yeah.
That was GameCube? Wow.
PS2 and stuff, yeah.
That's crazy. It was like a long time ago. This game... okay, first turn off. I'm in the character selection screen before I even play the game.
Mm.
I'm looking. I find the one that I want. Nope. Can't play as that guy. He costs $1.50 or something.
Yep.
I was like, oh, that's what this game is. Okay.
Free to play.
Gotcha. I gave it a chance. Played the first level. It was pretty fun. Kind of. It's not even as fun as the GameCube one to me. Like, I think it's because I was playing with people, and the environments on the GameCube one, PS2 one, they were more interesting. Like this game kind of feels, for some reason, it feels dirty to me. Like, I feel like I'm doomed from the beginning without paying money. I don't know why. I got to like the second or third level, and just like, that's enough.
You know, dude, I played quite a bit of it, actually. I mean, like, not quite. I like 3-4 hours worth of it.
Oh, did you really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It was okay. You're right. It's definitely not as good as the other one. And you don't like. I didn't pay any money, and I mean,
yeah,
there's definitely a leg up if you pay money. Obviously, I mean, you get all the upgraded stuff better and faster. You don't have to like because the money you earn you're at an okay rate, but I was decent chunk through the main game before I actually got like lower end upgrades and stuff like that. And there's definitely like pay real money for characters, but my biggest issue with the game was remember like old racing games like Cruising USA, Need for Speed Underground. Like there'd be like a racetrack, and they just take different sections from other racetracks and make new racetracks with them.
Yes.
Like almost every level is like the first like 5 levels, and you just kind of like mix and match them.
Yeah, that's what I meant actually when that's one thing. Thanks for saying that. So I was like, they don't seem very interesting.
No.
Like they're like a real place.
No.
It seems like very fake. Everything's square.
Yep.
Everything's like built like I could have built this game. Like with this, like I'm going to say Mario Maker, but like
my first video game.
My first, like different though.
Yeah.
Not anywhere as good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just, it lacks character, and it does not feel to me like, and this is a GameCube PS2 version. How long ago was that game?
15 years ago.
This game does not move it forward at all to me. It took like a cheap way to me. You can play multiplayer online, I think. No,
I think it's only couch co-op.
Oh.
Which is a big complaint. I think it was a complaint of mine back when I first played it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Could be wrong.
It just doesn't feel like anything. It feels like the same kind of, but not even as good. Like it doesn't feel like they moved it forward. Like there's even a reason for it. For me,
my complaint when it felt like they tried to make a Diablo.
Oh,
Diablo. They tried to make a Diablo knockoff.
That makes sense.
But it's not. It's just a bad Diablo knockoff. And they to sell some copies, they put Gauntlet.
Which is like, wasn't Diablo like at first a knockoff of Gauntlet?
Diablo was first.
Oh, was it really?
Mm-hmm. No, I'm sorry. Gauntlet was first, but like it kind of changed.
It's different. But
Diablo revolutionized it, so they tried to.
Yeah,
Gauntlet fell
did
behind.
Better than it went further than Gauntlet did.
Yeah.
I don't know, I love the old Gauntlet game, and this game is. Ugh.
Except for
I'm sorry.
Gauntlet was actually an NES game.
Yeah, the one on the GameCube was awesome.
Yeah, that game was.
I had a lot of fun. Yeah, this. I can't recommend this game. But it was free, kind of. Until I don't have a subscription anymore, then it's not there.
Yeah.
But, yeah. That's all for me.
Oh, okay.
I played other games too. I played Splatoon and Star Wars.
Oh, okay. Did you buy the
season
season pass?
Splatoon. I bought the season pass for Star Wars Battlefront. And very much enjoying that. I'm realizing what I like and don't like about it. Like, I do not like the normal shooting and running around. It's very boring. But I do love the air fights. Flying around in X-Wings and type. Yes. Yeah. That's my favorite part. It's incredible. It feels great.
It's a shame it wasn't that's an old separate game mode.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even the best game that I've played like that. But it's close enough. It feels pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
In Splatoon, haven't played it for a long time. That game is I still stand by being my favorite game last year. This game is awesome. I haven't played this game in a long time. Since last year, I think. And I'm playing against level 50 people.
Yeah.
And I'm on top.
Oh, wow, okay.
Maybe it's the reason it's the only game I've been playing in a long time where my tongue's sticking out of my mouth. And I'm so into this game. And it's not it's not really super difficult. It's just, it makes sense to me. It feels so good to play this.
Yeah.
And I think it really helps because it has gyro controls up and down. It makes it so much better for me. I don't think I can play first-person shooter games now without it. It just feels so much faster for me. Me personally, it makes so much sense. It's weird, kind of just using two joysticks without anything else. So I hope that they keep that in the next Splatoon or lots of other games too.
I imagine it's gonna be there.
I think it should always be an option.
With Nintendo, I think it'll always be an option. Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I love it. But yeah, that game is great.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I didn't play a lot of the Splatfest.
Oh, the last
because I was
one.
always something came up every time. It's fuck.
Yeah, no.
I always signed up too. I signed up for the last 5, didn't play one of them.
I did the first few. I didn't went back to them.
I fucking love that game.
Yep.
That's it.
If I keep the shirts from the Splatfest,
it'd be way more worthwhile.
Stupid. Rank up those shirts and then take them away.
Yeah, it is weird.
But for me, I played one other game. Came out I think March 31st actually for PC, and it just came out this past Tuesday on PS4 and Xbox One. It is Hyper Light Drifters. I have trouble saying it. It's just a weird combination of words. This was actually a Kickstarter game, I think in 2013 or 14. Mm-hmm. Raised $650,000. Made by, I think, Heart Machines is the name of it.
Who made it?
Yeah, Heart Machines is, I believe, the people that made this game. It's really actually just a small team, 4 or 5 guys that made this game.
Nice.
So it is a kind of a top-down pixel art game with a lot of, I guess, neon kind of colors. I guess art style. It's a pixel game, but then it's very neon. I don't really know how to explain it. With a really cool soundtrack, a lot of ambient noises. It really sets the environment. Does a really good job of that. It's basically the best way to kind of and I don't even think it's really fair to compare to these two because I think it's a lot different. But for a comparison point, I would say it is definitely a fast-paced Dark Souls game with a lot of. You could definitely see a lot of Link to the Past in this game.
Really?
Yeah, a lot. Even certain points, like there's a lot of bushes you just you can cut up, and they look just kind of a lot like the bushes from Link to the Past. And then there's actually one section, it feels like it's the Lost Woods.
Yeah.
When you go through get to go get the sword, there's actually points where you're walking through skeletons. It kind of reminds me of the logs you're walking through.
That was in there.
Yeah,
those logs.
But it feels a lot like that, no, it is it's a very fast paced. It's a very difficult game, but fair. Difficult but fair.
Cool.
So basically, there's no like they have a story, but you got to find it.
Oh,
That's
nice.
one of my big frustrations is like there's really no like there's a lot of secrets and like a lot of secret areas and stuff like that in this game, and you like there's no real like hints, or not even really so much hints, but like tells of like, hey, there's a secret path over here. Like literally where you go, you just gotta like, walk
Hey,
up.
if I tell you it's not a secret.
Well, no, but I mean like, but there's no like,
I know.
there's nothing there to like visual cues.
Little sound, like yeah,
Like sometimes you might like
telltale signs. Or
there's
whatever.
like invisible platforms to walk on, but you literally got to walk up to it and try to walk off the edge. And like you can't walk off the edge because it will like stop you. You get to press the X button, the dash button, to actually do it. But you have to walk up against the walls on every screen basically to find secrets. And I know I missed a shit ton. Because there's a lot of like you can collect guns and costumes, stuff like that. But with this game, it is I actually looked up and I read the story, what the story was, because I had no idea when I beat the game.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Nice.
So basically, it's actually kind of cool. I watched a documentary. It's Vice did it. It's like an 8-minute long documentary on YouTube.
Vice is cool.
I've never actually seen this until just today.
Oh, really?
But it was kind of like going up to the it was like a little video of talking to the guy about kind of like up to the launch on PC. Basically, the story is that you are this guy who is sick and trying to find a cure for what he's dying, and he's trying to find a cure. And I guess he's fighting these enemies along the way, and like I guess maybe the enemies is the thing that's killing him. I don't even know that part. But it's kind of cool because the guy that created the game, he was born with a heart defect, and it's kind of like he kind of wrote this as kind of almost his life, just kind of art imitating life kind of thing.
Yeah. And
basically he's he's just trying to find a cure. I don't even know at the end what the hell happens. Like, is he dead? Is he survive? I don't fucking know. It's a crazy game. Like, but even like that, I like not knowing what the hell's going on didn't bother it. This is my game of the year so far.
Really?
Wow.
I should have started with that. Yeah, fuck Doom, fuck Uncharted 4, my game of the year. I just want to make sure you guys know I didn't forget those games.
Oh yeah.
So far, it can change, but right now, this is it. So basically,
wow.
Hyperdrive is
Hyper Light Drifter.
Oh,
it's $20. I would have paid $60. If I would have paid $60, I would have been happy with this game. It took about 6-7 hours to beat. So, like I said, going more into the gameplay. Basically, you have a sword, you have a gun, and you can dash. And you start off with like a regular pistol, and basically like you hit the L2 to aim, and but you can't move while you aim, and you hit R2 to shoot, and you just you use the right trigger to spin in circles. You kind of aim, but it's not, you don't actually have to aim. You can just hold R. You can just kind of point where you want to go and hit R2, or if you want to do a shot real fast.
Yeah.
Oop, hit my cord there. You find other guns, like I found a shotgun. There's a sniper. There's like I guess I don't know how it shoots out an orb. I guess it's like the closest thing to a grenade launcher or like a rocket launcher. And there's other ones like there's costumes you can find. And there's like 6 guns I think in the game. I only found 4 of them, and those are the ones you actually find throughout the story of the game. So there's 4 areas you can do. All but the south one. The south one you have to do last. You can do north, east, and west. This is more why I was thinking Zelda, even with Majora's Mask, because there's literally a north, east, south, and west you have to go to. He actually recommended himself because I followed him on Twitter, and he told somebody that I recommend doing east first. But at this point, I've already played through most of the game, and I thought it was funny because I thought north. He said east was the easiest, but I thought north was the easiest. I'd recommend everybody if you're going to play this
Snowhead Mountain.
No. But east is a swamp,
South.
kind of a swampy area. South is a desert.
In this game,
yeah.
Of course, this game. Sorry.
Yeah. I can't remember what north is actually. I think north might be cold. I can't remember. But basically, you can tackle those 3 areas. Like I said, excluding the south, in any order. West is definitely the hardest, but it's not. It's just kind of like you need to build up your skill levels and figure out the game as you go. So basically,
like when you got there, it's like, oh, either I'm here too early, or like I'm glad I did that before I did this.
Yeah, I did east, north, and then west. I just tapped that. So, but even going in that one last, it was still super difficult for me. So what you do when you go to east section is there's a boss obviously at the end, and actually you can fight him fairly early on. Like, in each section there are 4 of these like diamond shard things. You go and you need to get all 4 of them, and you need to beat the boss to finish that area. And then at the end you go to the south, and then at the end there's a boss after that. But so a lot of it's what reminds me of Dark Souls, and what I played of Dark Souls and Bloodborne is a lot of divide and conquer kind of thing, where you're going to fight a lot of swarm of enemies,
Right.
and there's a ton of different enemy types in this game, and none of them, and they're fairly easy. They're just a good. Each one has their own strategy of beating them. It's not just like a swarm of enemies, and it's just like it's not a hack and slash. You can't hack and slash and survive in this game.
Yeah,
you can to a point, but the best way to do this is almost like separate them out, kind of like you would in a Dark Souls or a Bloodborne, where like there's 6 guys here. All right, well let me kind of like back away and bring these 2 guys along with me, and you got like you have a dash. That's like kind of your main move is you can like you press the X button to like dash around, and if you can get really good at it, there's actually a thing where if you can dash 600 times as like a combo, you unlock like a costume. Wow. I can't do more than 8. 8's my record. It's fucking hard. I guess it's a lot easier on a mouse and keyboard.
Oh, probably.
But it's just it's a pattern. It's fucking hard. But like it's just it's so good. Like basically, you know, it's like
game sounds very interesting.
Yeah, I would check out some. I never heard of this game until like this game came out on Tuesday. I never heard of it until Friday. Watched trailer.
I've heard about it. I just didn't know what it was exactly.
I played a good chunk of it.
People talking about it for a while.
I streamed a bunch of it. It's on the. It's on
I saw that he was on there.
You can check out our art if you want, or you can just. I'd recommend looking at some shit on YouTube on it. But like I said, you want to.
I'll watch yours.
It's not very good. It's bad. Good enough to beat the game, but barely. But like I said, you want to divide and conquer, and just kind of it's a lot of patience. You can't be you can be aggressive, but sometimes it's going to backfire. I have some complaints. There's a few points where I thought the checkpointing could be better, or like it's like 3-4 minutes that you get to replay over and over again. And it's not like I said, it's kind of a difficult game. So it's like that 3 or 4 minutes. It's a very stressful 3 or 4 minutes. Like sometimes I had to replay through a bunch of times before I finally beat it. Like I wish it was like I beat 3 or 4 waves of enemies in that time span, and beating those waves of enemies is difficult. So also you have like your life bar, and there's like 5. You have like 5, I guess, individual spots, and most enemies do 1 damage to it. Some enemies do 2. Most boss attacks do 2 damage, and sometimes it can be frustrating when you're fighting like a wave of enemies or a swarm of them. That when you get hit, you kind of knocks you back and stuns you for a split second. Mm-hmm. So if a bunch of enemies attack you at the same time, you can have a full life bar and be dead like that. So it's just like, and if you heal, you have like things to heal. It takes like 2 seconds to heal, and you can't do anything. So there's been times where I died because I stopped to heal, and I got attacked by 3 different enemies at one time. So those are kind of frustrating points, but I think it's kind of it's purposely there. It's not like a bad game mechanic. But like the boss battles are great. The fighting is great. It's an exhilarating game, and like I was frustrated at points, but I was never mad. Like I never felt like there was a game's fault I died there. Every boss, like the first one I beat after like 4 or 5 attempts, but there's a few of them, like the last boss and I think the third boss took me at least 15-20 attempts, and I was never mad. It was just all about okay, cool. I'm learning his system. I'm finding out what I'm bigger. I'm becoming better.
Yep. At
this game. And
that was like Castlevania boss.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Castlevania 4.
Oh, okay. I mean, I never played the Castlevania.
Yeah, it reminds me that was like me thinking about you.
Just kind of learning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. I got a little better every time. And there would be points where like I did really shitty in that first kind of like wave of that boss. I'm like, all right, I just need to die now and just restart the whole thing over again. But no, great fucking game. I would highly recommend at least check out some videos on this and see.
How long would you say it was?
My timer said 5 hours 7 minutes, but I don't think it includes like you dying and respawning.
Wow.
So I would say closer to probably 6.5 hours.
Huh.
But for $20, definitely worth it.
Oh yeah, I mean that's longer than I think. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. No, this game's fucking brilliant. I would say at the very least, because this game isn't for everybody. Obviously, and I didn't think I would like this game.
That was
going into like when I watch videos. I'm like, oh, this game was cool, and then after like an hour or so in, I'm like, like for me, like you guys know me, like I have a lot of patience for a game. So if I get frustrated at a certain point, like all right, I'm done with this game. I'm putting it down. I played Bloodborne for an hour and a half. I'm like, fuck this game. So for me to keep up with this game and not like get mad and like there's one point on the other day where I'm like fuck it. I put it down for a day and I didn't play it the rest of the day. I went back to it. I did actually Friday. I got pissed and I fucked this game for like just at that point in time. And then I went back this morning on Saturday and I just flew through like the last like 2 hours of that game. Nice. But no, brilliant game. Highly recommend. Game of the year until Last Guardian comes out. But that should just about do it for our show this week.
Color Splash.
Shut up, Justin. That game's gonna.
I think it's gonna be better than people think.
Yeah, I think it's gonna suck. I think visually,
awesome.
I think visually,
Color
it's awesome.
Splash, Hyperlife Drifter.
It looks too much. There's too much stuff that reminds me of Paper Jam.
Hyperlife Drifter.
No, it's gonna surprise you.
No, I'm gonna hate that game. Actually, I don't know. I won't because I'm gonna play it. But before we jump into our conclusion, Jack, do you have a game of the week, retro game of the week for us?
Oh man, this is gonna be interesting because you know what? I don't feel like I want to do a retro game of the week this week because if we're gonna be going inside the whole aspect of the whole top 30 games of the freaking generation, I think it may be kind of a spoiler if I do like a game of the week.
All right,
make sure it's not your list.
But
wait, don't do that.
You know what?
Don't do it because then if it's not because then we know it's
I'll
not
tell you what I will do. And it's going to be kind of funny. But you know what? I am going to give people a little bit of a teaser from for the whole like top 30 best games of all time that we think. I'm going to give a little bit of a taste here. I'm going to go ahead and name off my honorable mentions.
Whoa, no, you're not. No, you're not. We're saving that.
I got one floater.
If you want to hear his honorable mentions, you got to listen to the show in the next couple weeks. We're not giving shit away now. No. Here's a teaser. Check the show out next week. You'll hear it all then.
It's like number one.
He's gonna visually tease you.
I'm cutting him off right now.
Color Splash.
Color Splash.
Oh, God, I hate you guys.
You wait and see.
If you guys want to hear more from us, on Twitter we are at GenGaming Pod. I'm not letting them do it.
No, I know you're not.
On Facebook, we have a page and group. It is GenGaming Podcast in there. So like and join us on there. On Twitch, GenGaming Podcast. So Justin does a lot of streaming. I did quite a bit. I did a little bit this week myself.
All of mine are under the wrong name.
I think just forgot to change the name before he started the Twitch stream. So it says Tyler playing Hyperlight Drifter, but he's actually playing.
I changed it though. It's funny.
Did you change it? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I totally do.
Okay,
I feel bad most of the time when I change. It's like, oh, what a dick. That's a guy.
Whatever.
I know.
I just changed it. Whenever I go in there.
I'm just kidding.
I
do change it though.
Okay. That's weird. I don't fucking get it. It's weird.
It is weird. It's like lagging like a couple of episodes.
Or like, just changed it to like the Crazy Lady Drifter.
Huh.
Crazy lady.
But he's been playing. You're playing some Battlefront this week.
Oh
so
yeah,
it's on there. So check it out. I don't know which video it is because the thumbnail will show Hyperlife Drifter, but it'll say still playing Star Wars Battlefront.
I wish I could stream Splatoon. I do.
Yeah, right.
If you had you had to buy a
capture card.
Yeah, capture card.
Or whatever.
Yeah. No one do that shit. Fuck that. Costs money. You gotta figure out how to use a computer and shit. Fuck that shit. Also, our YouTube channel, Generation Gaming, as our name. Found out there's actually a YouTube channel called GenGaming out there already, but there's only 4 videos on there. Some 16-year-old kid. So
crush him.
I'm gonna fucking crush him. No. So check us out. We put the show on there too. So if you're listening to us on iTunes, you want to listen to us on YouTube, we're there. If you listen to us on YouTube, check us out on iTunes. So subscribe to that. We post. I usually put all the Twitch streams on there, and we'll put some other videos up on there too throughout time as well. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. Check back next week when we start our best of list. I was your host Tyler.
Justin, thank you.
And I have been the Jack of Hearts. Until next week, everybody. GG.
Alan.
Color Splash.
Hyperlife Drifter.
Fuck you guys. I don't like Color Splash being put in with my game of the year.
Hyper Life
Bullshit.
Drifter.
Fuck you guys. You're on fire. I'm gonna do the show. I'm gonna do the best of list by myself next week. It's gonna be me naming off my top.
It'll
30.
be him. Number 1. Color Splash.
Fuck you guys. Bye.
Color Splash.
Hyper Life Drifter.
Oh, jeez.
We got a brand new collaboration here.